What is going on, BlissfulBash MTG? What we have here is a From Cute to Brute commander deck that we took from stock and added and upgraded and removed a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to show you what I've done here with this deck so far. I've played it a few times without a lot of the upgrades, and it was fun as I did have some upgrades. I played it with my buddy Tom in Ohio a few days ago. I'm back from Ohio now. I just got all the upgrades that I need. There's about 3 more cards I want to add to this deck, one being a Gaia's Cradle. I think I want to get a Rhystic Study in here, and maybe an Urza Saga. But we're going to show you what we have so far. Smothering Tithe would be pretty cool too, but that's just a lot of, treasure token draw ramp stuff. So this is the From Cute to Brute deck. Out of the box, straight up. It's not the greatest deck, but when you obviously add some upgrades and make it fun, it is not terrible. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Okay, maybe not that much. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and go. This is obviously my commander, Essica, God of the Tree. Awesome rampy card. Then we got Nicol Bolas, legendary creature. So these cards right here come with the deck. I threw in a Thassa, Deep Dwelling. There's a handful of cards with some enter the battlefield effects in here that I would love to utilize. We do have Denic Pius Apprentice. This came with the deck. Legendary creature. Legendary creature Risk the Redeemed came with the deck. Nissa also came with the deck. Sisay came with the deck. Jace came with the deck. These are all going to be the legendary creatures. This also was in the deck. Valky, great card in the deck. Valentine, the Dean of the Vein. Legendary Cosima, God of the Voyage. These are all in the deck as is. Shale, Dean, Radiance. We will get to some of the Legion's Landing, great card. Kinnan Bonder, Prodigy, awesome. These, again, are all in the deck. Now we get to some of the cards that were not in the deck. I threw in a foil Regavant. Beautiful, fun little card. Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. Legendary creature, Praetor. Shieldred, the Apocalypse. Love this card. Foily. Then we get into some of the Planeswalker. This was in the deck. Arlen Cord was in the deck. Garrick was in the deck. Luca in the deck. Sarah the Benevolent. Threw this one in there. It's a great Planeswalker. Love it. Deathbloom Ritualist. Fantastic creature. Add X mana of any one color where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Yes, it's 5 for 3/5, but it's not hard to get stuff out in this deck. So that would be obviously why that is in there. Bloodline Keeper is in the deck. Creature. Voldaren Pariah. Threw in a Fairy Mastermind. You gotta love this card. Dockside Extortionist. This is gonna be one of those enter the battlefield things that are just nasty with Thassa. Just do some stupid stuff. Tireless Provisioner in the deck. This was in the deck. Beast Whisperer, fantastic card in the deck. This was the bonus card that I actually left in it because it's too easy. I threw in the Thassa's Oracle because this thing can just get nasty and weird. Butcher of Malakar was in the deck. Downsing Dagger. This card is pretty sick. It's not terrible. Once you transform it, add 3 colorless mana of any one color is what the backside of that is. Altar of Pantheon. I mean, come on now. We got to have Mana Crypt in there. Got to have Manny. Grim Monolith. Mana Vault. Arcane Signet from Magicon in Minneapolis. We got the Soul Ring. A beautiful foil full art Jeweled Lotus that I won. Fantastic card. Chromatic Lantern was, I think was in the deck. If it wasn't, I threw it in there, but I'm pretty sure that was in the deck. Harmonize, Demonic Tutor, threw that in there. Gotta have a toot. Urza's Ruinous Blast, love this card. Exile all non-legendary permanents that all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Mr. Martin came to pay a visit again in this deck. Love this Imperial Seal, Fortalice art. And then we get into some of the land cards. Bala. Oh, I forgot. Oh, these are the sorcery cards. I'm sorry. Cleansing Nova threw in there for a little board wipe action. Vampiric Toot Toot. Utter End, I believe, was in the deck already. Prismari Command. Gotta love a little instant spells there with that guy. Velikut Awakening. Teferi's Protection, because, I mean, come on now. There's so many things that this card gets you out of. It's ridiculous. Pongify was in the deck. Search for Azcanta was in the deck. Guardian Project was one of those reprints in this deck where it's like, god damn, all right. Hadana's Climb. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if that creature has 3 or more, +1/+1 counters on it, transform. And now we're into our lands. And then we, obviously, it can get real expensive with the lands. We did throw a ton of lands in here. We got our shock lands in here. Blood Crypt, Temple Garden, Branchloft Pathway, Steam Vents, Exotic Orchard, Bark Channel Pathway, Great Crown Pathway, Godless Shrine. This Westvale Abbey, love this. It as a colorless, pay 5, pay 1 life, create a 1/1 human and black human cleric. Create a 1/1 white and black human cleric creature token. And then it's also pay 5, tap, sacrifice 5 creatures, transform Westvale Abbey. And then it turns into this nasty little thing. Flying lifelink, indestructible, and haste. Pfft, dumb skis with it. And there's a lot of stuff in this deck that gives you tokens. Renegade Pathway, Bright Climb Pathway, Breeding Pool Foil from Guilds of Ravnica, or Ravnica Allegiance, I'm sorry. Needle Verge Pathway, Seaside Citadel, Darkboard Pathway. A lot of those lands on this side are all in the deck. Sacred Foundry, Clearwater Pathway, Seer Step Pathway. Gotta love the Triumphs, Path of Ancestry. I think another card I want to put in here is a Reliquary Tower. And then also maybe a Thought Vessel. The World Tree, Verdant Catacombs, Borderless Foil, Frontier Buvok, Upliant Palace, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Gemstone Caverns, Savai Triumph, Brushland, Underground River, Savage Lands, and Dotha Triumph, Zagoth Triumph, Raging Triumph. So yeah, this deck, obviously, now that it's fully upgraded, I think there's a few more cards I want to get to add to this, but we've spent enough money on this deck where we're going to take a break from buying stuff for this deck, and we're going to play test it. We're going to have fun with it. I did have a lot of fun with it. I was able to blow up a few times, but I was versing decks that were already well balanced, well thought out and piloted, and it was not easy. But now that it's upgraded, I think we're going to have a better chance at causing some damage to people. And then we're just kind of putting this back in order here. Yeah, this is going to be a fun deck. I want to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, please like, comment, smash that subscribe button, and then hit that little bell notification button so you don't miss out on these cool little neat videos. And we also do a ton of giveaways in the Facebook group down below in the description box, as well as there's a Patreon link for all my beloved people out there that want to get some crazy cheap cardboard and crazy cheap pre-orders for new sets like Lord of the Rings right now for God tiers, like $2.85 a box. Stupid cheap. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you think of this deck. Would you play it? Would you try this deck out? Would you change some stuff? What would you add? What would you take out? What do you think about throwing in a Rhystic Study and a Smothering Tithe in here? And well, obviously Cradles is pushing it. But what would you think about throwing that kind of stuff in here? And what if you did put a Smothering Tithe, Rhystic Study, what cards would you take out and replace from what you saw in this deck? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my From Cute to Brute Commander deck that has been upgraded, and I cannot wait to try it out. Love you all, Bash fam. Stay groovy and stay safe.